Hi, and welcome to the channel. Another little build video. Say little because a bit of work's been done, not a huge amount, but enough to make it worthwhile, I think, for a video. So hopefully you'll join me and get something from it. So come on, let's see what I've been up to. Okay, I've put some double-sided tape down on here. This is just to sort of hold the insulation on, hopefully. I don't know how well it's going to work, but we'll find out in a bit. Just so that I can hold that in place and I can do any cutouts which I need to for the fuel pass through, and we can start getting the file ready so I can put the aluminium piece back on again to make it a little bit more finished, one might say. Well, there's the firewall insulation fitted into place using that double-sided tape, and so now I'm going to put the aluminium over the top of it to help hold it in place and keep everything protected. There we go. Fairly easy. The aluminium foil tape around there, this helps to keep the fire seal where the insulation is butting, just to make sure it keeps butted up together as best we can. So there we go. All I've done is I've put the aluminium plate on, and that's all just to do with the thickness of the bits. It's how it was originally set up. It's got a fireproof face. This is just holding everything on, and it will grip hard against the insulation here, so making a good fireproof barrier. So the bits which need to be done to fireproof a bit more are the cable pass-throughs. Not so bad here because it's going through a tight hole in the insulation. There we go. That's getting closer to being ready. As soon as I get the doubler on, which just requires me to get right length bolts here to go with the spacings, bushings for this, and put nuts on. I can put this on, and that's quite a lot of work involved there, because this long bolt's got to go through here back into the frame behind, which effectively really holds the engine into place. These are going into the doubler behind, which helps hold everything in place. It all gets a bit more rigid, and most of that aluminium disappears out of view. Hey, we'll get there. We've got the fuel pass through. The gas grate is only temporarily fitted, but we've got the fuel pass through in position. Of course, everything around that needs to be finished off with. I'm just bringing this on to stop dust from getting into it. I've got a blank on the other side. All that will need to get finished off inside there to suit the fuel tank, so I've yet to get that bit dealt with. I'm not putting the fuel tank in until the engine is fully on, because I can't get into these bolts and bits and pieces here. That'll be waiting for a short period of time, one might say. So I've drilled through the doubler section, and then I've backbored this to accept the thickness of a bolt head, so I can actually bond a bolt going through this to hold on the ignition coils. So I was originally going to put it as a nut, but I think a bolt would be better. I can get it to seal the epoxy to seal the edge of the hole for the wood and seal the around the head there, so we won't get any rot. And it's not like it's being tightened up to you know, loads and loads of pounds-feet torque, or foot-pounds torque rather, going down onto here. So it should be just fine. So that's stage one of the plan gone. Next stage on the coils is for me to make up the standoffs out of aluminium alloy. Right, so I need these bolts to be set in position. So I'm mixing up some T88. Just placing it on the shaft of each bolt. So don't have to be overly particular about it. I'll squeeze, and what I'll do is I'll rotate this. So here we are, sort of rotating it. That will help to draw it right in. We've actually got it right the way through the hole. That'll help to seal the wood. Hopefully I managed to keep this all in frame. Right. I'll move it out to there. Let's make sure we're back in. Now, make sure that the heads don't rotate. Put some right like that. Try and make sure I keep the air out as I do this. So I'm forcing it to go around the slot, around the head of the bolt, so there isn't any air in that section. That should lock it all into position. If you just put it straight on in one lump over the top, you get air trapped in there, so it's forcing it to go around and actually forcing it into the slot there. And rolling that over the top, get rid of the excess. Masking tape. Go around it that way. Because as we all know, T88 still has a habit, although it seems quite thick, it has a habit of still running out through the thinnest of gaps if you're not careful. So I'll do that, leave it like that, we'll let it cure, and we'll be on a winning streak. But just to make sure that everything's staying at the right distances without getting my gloves trapped, I'm just going to put the ignition coils into place, and that way we know that the bolts are kept at the right spacing, so I'll be able to get them on and off. And there we go. Job to do, job done. On with the next bit, which will be hunting out some aluminium to turn up the standoffs. So here we are. I can hopefully take the ignition coils off. There we go. Turn this over. Put all the masking tape off, and there are the captain bolts. A nice flat surface there, so it'll fit onto the firewall. Unfortunately, I haven't got the metal material I need to turn the standoffs, but that's a minor issue because we can do that at any stage. But this is now ready to be able to be refitted onto the firewall. Great, eh? Well, there's the sort of firewall coming on. There's the engine mount doubler plate, pretty much on bar the 4 screws. Well, one sort of in place there. AN4-26, of which I've only got one, so I need a load more. I'm using these type of washers on the front and the back, because it gives a better grip area than what's shown on the drawing. The drawing just uses standard round washers, which are a bit small contact area, I think. So that's tightened up. Those will go in. These are temporarily tightened up just to hold everything in place at the moment. And my next trick on the firewall will be making up the seal closures up there. Getting the last cable down through there, and yeah, that'll be basically the firewall section done. I now want to work down here. I'm going to have to try and get some gaiters stitched up. I was going to use cub gaiters, but unfortunately we haven't got stock of them at work. I don't want them in grey, I'd like them in black, so I'm going to have to get them made up, I think. Hey ho, we'll see how we go. Well, that's it folks. Hope you enjoyed the video. Catch you again hopefully next week for, I think, probably be a little bit of flying, but we'll see what we get anyway. So look after yourselves, keep well, and catch you next time. Bye now. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the thumbs up. You can subscribe or even hit the little bell notification for future videos. Any comments would be appreciated, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. Remember, go fly and feel the sky.